Possibly.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink...
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the...
So do we think that... Wait! Check this out!
Agreed.
A colored liquid.
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines.
Arav. Ah!
Mahamatra Sino. Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the travel...
As such, I'm inclined to believe... Oh, one last thing.
Oh, of course! You think...
They do look like coffees. Also, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, of course!
Understood. I'll assemble...
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exit.
Will do.
Great thinking, Sino. Yeah, they've Really?
The culprits approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. And crucially, the culprit...
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you!
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what you're talking...
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relative. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav.
I was just...
You smiled when Arav left.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. Closing off the exits, the cafe was a red...
You can't pin this on me!
Really? The innocent have no Your heart's racing. Don't try anything or you'll pay the price.
Well, that was over quickly.
You're telling me. 1 minute I go out for a... looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much...
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was...
The culprit's name is Raka. A 16...
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought...
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
But he looks so old.
Yes.
Foolish child.
We question the culprit...
Oh, just spit it out.
Very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been down on his luck. He went to the tavern for a drink.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kashar...
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing.
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus... Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir...
Oh, Araka.
People make up rumors all the time.
Arav, you'll have to
I completely understand how you...
Professor.
Oh, come on, I was...
Okay.
The academia will determine the appropriate...
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? You seem confused. Oh, Uraka is just a young boy. All it costs me.
Please rest assured, Professor.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator, I'd still...
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants, and they're often a...
Oh, what? You don't have to seal the evidence away yet. We have to show them how...
The relevant authorities have already...
Oh, so you...
Give or take.
Very good.
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but...
Ah, I see. Ah, and isn't Tainari in town at the moment?
Wait, you mean Tainari's in the city?
He is. Tainari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the academia, though I must say, unsurprised.
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. Anyway, hurry. Go on now. Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when they were students at the time.
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the academia. Most of what I know, I heard from Sino after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
Oh, believe me, back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.